Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 23rd day of March 2023. I am Chinyer. My first major headlines. The siege is over, Abia Governor-elect Oti says in acceptance speech. ABN Ohofia Development Union congratulates Abia Deputy Governor-elect Engineer Emetu. Ike Ekweremadu and wife found guilty of organ trafficking. We'll take commercials right back to details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Abia State Governor Dr. Okezie Victor Ikpeazu has congratulated the winner of the March 18 governorship election in the state, Dr. Alex Oti, appealing to losing parties not to distract the incoming governor with litigations. The governor said, having dealt with court cases when he came on board for about 3.5 years, he understands the distraction it can cause a leader. The governor-elect of Abia State, Alex Oti of the Labour Party, has dedicated his victory in the just concluded March 18 governorship election to God, saying God makes everything beautiful in his time. Oti, in his acceptance speech on Wednesday, said the siege is over and that the votes of the people have broken the gates of hell. Former governor of Abia State and chief whip of the Senate, Dr. Orji Kalu, has congratulated the Muslim Ummah on the commencement of Ramadan. Kalu called on Muslims across the country to embrace the teachings of the Holy Quran and exemplary life of Prophet Muhammad, adding that Nigerians, regardless of religious differences, must continually demonstrate love, togetherness, peace, and unity. The former governor, while enjoining Muslims to use the holy month of Ramadan to offer prayers for Nigeria, cautioned the political class against divisive utterances capable of jeopardizing Nigeria's democracy. ABN Ohofia Development Union has congratulated the Abia State Deputy Governor-elect, Engineer Ikechukwu Emetu, and his principal, Dr. Alex Oti, on their victory at the just concluded governorship election in the state. The union, in a congratulatory message on Thursday signed by the President General Emeka Mba, said the victory has met the yearnings of Abians for good leadership. Abia businessman, philanthropist, and governorship aspirant H.E. Mayor Lucky Ibokwe, aka Don Lulu, has congratulated the Abia State Governor-elect Dr. Alex Oti on his victory at the March 18 governorship election in the state. In his congratulatory message to the former bank executive, Mayor Ibokwe described Oti's victory at the polls as a reflection of the will of the majority of the people of Abia State. Reactions have continued to trail the declaration of ex-bank chief executive Dr. Alex Oti as governor-elect of Abia State on Wednesday by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. This time, an excited citizen, Stephen Okbabi, has surprised the INEC returning officer, Professor Nenna Oti, who presided over the collation of votes from the March 18 governorship election in the state, which produced Oti as governor-elect. The Election Petition Tribunal in Ondo on Thursday said it had received 9 petitions on the February 25th National Assembly elections in the state. The secretary of the tribunal, Mr. Musa Adam, told the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, that 7 of the petitions were on the House of Representatives election and 2 on the Senate. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has instructed commercial banks to immediately collect the old Naira notes they deposited in its branches to ease the cash crunch across the country. Recall that the Apex Bank had mopped up the old 1,000, 500 and 200 Naira notes in response to the introduction of new ones as part of the cashless policy of the federal government. The governorship candidate of Labour Party, Badepo Rodvivo, yesterday told the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu that healing could not happen without justice. He said that a free and fair election might not be possible under his presidency. Rose Vivor, who spoke in his office in Victoria Island, Lagos, lamented that the outcome of the governorship and House of Assembly elections last Saturday, March 18, 2023, was far from democracy. He maintained that a lot of people who came out to vote were attacked and intimidated, while some people lost their lives in the process. People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has asked the Presidential Election Petition Court to declare him the winner of the February 25th election. Alternatively, he prayed to the court to order a rerun between him and the president-elect Bola Tinubu. In the alternative, he wants the entire election nullified and a fresh one conducted. A former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, his wife Beatrice, have been found guilty of organ trafficking in the United Kingdom. The duo, alongside their daughter Sonia and a medical doctor, Dr. Obinna Obeta, were found guilty of facilitating the travel of a young man to Britain with a view to his exploitation after a 6-week trial at the Old Bailey. And on foreign scene, the UK Minister of State for Development and Africa, Andrew Mitchell MP, said yesterday that his government was prepared to take action against those who engaged in or incited electoral violence and other anti-democratic behaviors and action during the just concluded general election. While on sports, Atlanta winger Ademola Lookman is determined to help the Super Eagles secure a spot at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Jose Peseirio's men will take on the D Jotus of Guinea-Bissau at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja on Friday. The reverse fixture will hold next Monday in Bissau. And that brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines. The siege is over. Abia Governor-elect Oti says in acceptance speech. ABN Ohofia Development Union congratulates Abia Deputy Governor-elect Engineer Emetu. Ike Ekweremadu and wife found guilty of organ trafficking. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Chinyere Omai. Have a pleasant night rest.